Most everyone is preparing for next school year to look drastically different as we continue to rebound from the pandemic.
And today, Douglas County will discuss its fall plans. Denver 7's Nicole Brady is live this morning. And Nicole, there are a lot of moving parts and a shrinking time frame to come up with a plan to keep the kids and teachers safe.
Yeah, we are only about 6 weeks away from the start of school for some districts, including Douglas County. Everyone is going to have to be flexible. As you said, a lot of moving parts. Both the families and the schools will have to be flexible, and there are still a lot of questions we don't have answers to yet, but the plans are starting to be a little more specific from all the school districts, not just Douglas County. Jeffco schools and Cherry Creek schools both released their return to school plans last week, and a Douglas County task force will present its recommendations to the school board this evening. Of course, all students in Colorado will have the option to be fully remote if they don't feel comfortable going back. But also, we will likely see a hybrid model for a lot of students with both in-person and remote learning. So that leaves us with some big questions. How will teachers be expected to do both? And how will districts ensure participation and accountability? For the in-person learners, there are a lot of questions about social distancing requirements. One big one is, will transportation be provided? We know that families that rely on buses will likely be impacted. How will middle and high schools let kids transition between classrooms for different classes, or could teachers possibly rotate instead? And does this mean that certain electives would have to be eliminated so that schools aren't having to move kids around quite as much? So I haven't seen any mention of electives in any of the plans that have been released. I also haven't seen any mention of what schools will do when inevitably there is an outbreak or an infection linked to the school. So if one student gets sick or tests positive, will the whole school shut down? We don't know that specifically yet. We do have those plans, though. We'll post them on the denverchannel.com so you can see what school districts are coming out with. And we want to hear your questions so that we can ask those. You can email us at 360@thedenverchannel.com. For now, we're live this morning. Nicole Brady, Denver 7.
We are all still just learning as we go here. Thank you, Nicole.